listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
All right, on a day where we all pay tribute and gratitude to all the brave men and women who have given their lives to protect our freedom, we welcome you on a very special Memorial Day Monday Night Raw After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. What's up, guys? Jonny Loquasto here. We got a squad tonight. The original squad is back. Eddy Pence is here. It's going to be a party.
Yeah.
Big party.
For the next 60 to possibly 70 minutes.
Without beverages.
A patriotic party, though.
I'm so thirsty already.
I have a half a water bottle. I'm going to pope every one of you.
Turn that label around.
Oh, wait.
It's on both sides.
It's just traitor. I mean, can we? Does this matter? Is it nothing? It's not anyone.
Mountain Spring. That's just a term.
With the name. It's Mountain Spring Water. Here it is, everybody. Cathy Kelley's next to me in a beautiful pink peach dress. I don't know, what is it? Pink.
Baby
Perfect.
pink.
And you also have your reflector shield.
My
Once again.
bracelet?
Her Wonder Woman bracelet.
That looks like it's hurting your skin.
I wore it to medieval times this weekend.
And did your knight win?
No.
Who won?
Not the Yellow Knight.
The yellow never wins.
Who won?
I think the red and
He's
yellow
keeping
one.
up with the medieval times.
I just want to know. I'm
He's got a
curious.
big bracket that he's been
I'm a big
betting
Grey
on.
Knight fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, both times I went to medieval times, I was Yellow Knight. The Yellow Knight never wins. It's kind of like
I
Zack
think that-
Ryder. It's sad. It's a bummer.
Yeah. He got some good offense.
He got some. He got the broski booted on a horse. Sitting across from me, is that? Did you make that vest yourself? Did you cut the?
I mean, I cut it.
It
I don't
wasn't
know.
originally a vest.
I don't know if you call
It
that
was a
making
jacket.
it.
Dude, that is. It
was
looks.
just a shirt.
It looks like cool enough to where you bought it that way, but you actually ripped it yourself.
Yeah, I do stuff.
It's a sleeveless shirt. It's not a vest.
It's really just I just cut it.
But now it's a vest.
Yeah.
He is
like
Vest for
Doris.
Business. At The Walking Dale on Twitter. What up, Dale Rutledge?
Hello, happy Memorial Day.
Indeed, indeed. Next to him, one of my very best buddies in the comedy game. Find him on Twitter at Eddy Pence. He's also got a very funny CD. What's it called? Smells like pennies? Tastes like pennies. Tastes like pennies.
Tastes like pennies.
Where can they get it?
iTunes.
Boom. He's Eddy Pence.
There you go. I consolidate everything. Just one.
Wearing
place.
a hoodie of a certain superstar we have not seen in 4 months.
It's a shame. They need him.
But it's a damn good hoodie you have.
They need him right now.
Yeah.
After the first hour of Raw, they need him.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. So, guys, let's just get to it. University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Monday Night Raw. This is the go-home episode for this Sunday's Payback pay-per-view. The Authority hits the ring to start off the show. Steph, McMizzo, and Triple H hit the ring, saying tonight's about choices. Daniel Bryan has the choice of whether or not he will give up the WWE World Heavyweight title. He wants to be your champion, but his body is only a B+. And I say, what's wrong with a B+ body?
I don't know.
I'll
You've
take
been
it.
saying that for years.
Exactly.
That's what I write on my mirror in lipstick.
I know. I go to CrossFit just to get to a B+. What's wrong with that? You know? That were my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly where they're going with this. I guess we're gonna see at the pay-per-view what's happening, but
Yeah, we got a little bit of an indication later on in the show.
yeah.
Still up in the... I feel like, man, this injury threw things off.
I think they've had just a rough month and a half overall.
Yeah.
There, and I think they're just scrambling right now. I think they're just trying to tread water at the moment.
Since
Try to-
WrestleMania, it's been a lot of unpredictable things happen.
This whole year's been for them very unpredictable. All 2014 has just been like one wrench in the works.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Aside from the network starting, which even now that has had its issues, I guess, with as far as the stock and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, they've had. This is probably like the craziest year I think they've had in a while, where it's just like every week there's something new.
Unpredictable.
Yeah, something happening, and they're having to deal with it.
yeah. And Daniel Bryan, I mean, you know, he had a foraminectomy, which is not. It's definitely not the worst neck surgery you can have. But at the same time, if you work in an office yeah, he'd be back at work already. But when you're Daniel Bryan and you literally put every part of your body on the line, you know, especially he does that drop kick in the corner, like you mentioned, he does the drop kick where he falls flat on his back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of thing. I don't know what level the surgery was at. I don't know where his. I'm guessing anywhere from C4 to C6, but I don't know.
He's just going to at some point have to alter his style a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have if he wants any sort of lengthy career.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what they did with the disc. I don't think they touched the disc. I think they just cleared out the foramen and where the nerve was getting pinched. But go ahead, Cathy.
None of us know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying. No, because our
C4 is explosive.
No, but
right?
our listeners have tweeted at me, "Hey, can you explain the injury?" And so I'm just doing a brief explanation.
Explain it in layman's terms.
Okay, I'll explain it to you.
I'm pretty sure it's from like C3 to C8.
Sorry.
So.
Yeah,
okay.
no, you're probably right. Like a C9, I thought.
I really.
There's no C9, Dale. Huh? Okay.
That's when you get into the thoracic part of the
There you
back,
go.
right?
Exactly.
Oh.
See, Eddie knows.
What dinosaur was that?
That's in the thoracic period.
Yes, yes.
All right, I'll make it real simple, then we'll get back to Raw. Your cervical spine goes from C1 all the way down to C7, then you get into your thoracics, right? Every level of your spine, you have a nerve that comes out of each side of the spine, and it runs through a little hole called the foramen, right? I'm not trying to... Shut up, dude.
I'm drawing a kitty.
So, so Daniel Bryan had a bone spur, I think, that was kind of squeezing the nerve. They went in and kind of cleaned it out. Not a major surgery, but at the same time, it's a neck. I don't know. He says the injury's worse than they expected. Don't know if that's a work or if that's legit. I hope
Oh,
it's
that's a
not.
mean-looking cat. That's a mean-looking cat.
Dale drew a kitty. Anyways, guys, Stephanie McMahon wants him to give up the title, and Triple H says, you know, real stars stand the test of time, and that's Evolution. Then he leads in this Sunday at Payback. The Shield's going to find out you can't stop Evolution. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Daniel Bryan give up the title. Evolution, we're going to destroy the Shield. Kind of what I guess we expected to start off prior to the pay-per-view.
So C4 is not explosives.
No, it's the 3rd letter and the 4th number.
If you explode a C4, that's bad news.
Bingo! Oh, wait, there's no C in bingo.
Nope.
Gosh, I'm not getting any of this.
That's okay.
I'm going back to the cat.
for the 3 people that tweeted at me, they're going to appreciate the last minute and a half. That's all that matters. So yeah, you know. No, oh, I'm sorry. We did have one more thing happen.
I was gonna say Brad Maddox, R.I.P. to his career.
Yeah.
Poor Brad Maddox.
Poor Brad Maddox.
They
It's
should
really
have fired
sad.
him for many other things before this, but this was the real pinnacle for his career.
But
And he lost
was
it.
he even on air to announce that match? I mean,
No,
I don't think.
I think it was the Shield that told us that he was the one that gave
Yeah.
the
Well, I
okay.
think you need to be reminded he was the general manager before you even fired him. It's like it's been so long
It's
since
been months
it's
because
even been relevant.
They've had
'Cause Kane was-
come in,
yeah.
and then even Vicky was on a couple episodes with Brad and Kane.
Yeah, I don't
taking
know.
over those roles.
Yeah, I don't recall the last match he made. Lately, it's just been like they've been delegating him to like going to tell someone, like a messenger pigeon.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this is a sign they're going to repackage him and let him get in the
Yes.
ring or something. Because
Let him
he's a
become
good character.
Dude, he's so weird. It's great. Let him be weird Brad Maddox. You know? Like the YouTube videos he was doing back in the day. And so, like, just let him be so strange and out there. I don't know where it can go, but he was really being hamstrung by the whole GM thing.
He needs to be able to show his personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man,
Or show anything.
Or be on the show, period. Yeah, would be
Yeah.
great. Good start.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Maddox can join in with the whole Sandow, whatever Sandow's doing.
Davy Crockett.
Hey,
He could be a real American.
Sandow's slowly being buried, so unless he wants to slowly
Slowly?
be buried with him. Well, it's
mean-
just, slowly, but I mean, he's already buried, but they keep piling dirt on slowly. Like they just keep.
Well, I just love how he did this whole thing for 2 weeks where he was just taking over the mic, and then Alicia Fox stole that gimmick.
Yeah.
So
And does it really well.
yeah.
So
We're jumping
Can't
around
hate
a
on
little
that.
bit. But yeah, Stephanie says last week you had a choice to not allow the Shield to come to ring. He did, so now we don't have a choice. The Demon choke slams him and tombstones him. Stephanie says, oh yeah, you're fired. They neck brace him up, and he's out of here.
Gone.
So what happens next? We don't know, but we hope we see him again. Because damn it, we like Brad Maddox.
Yeah, we like a lot of people we never see again.
That's a good point. Now the question is, are they even going to bother with a Raw GM?
It seems like something they always need. Like,
Yeah.
not need, but like they always need that thing to go to. I think once the Authority thing settles down, they'll probably bring another general manager back
yeah,
in.
I always liked. I mean, I think with the Authority, they've kind of let them be that role, but I always like having a general manager.
Yeah.
And then the Authority can steamroll them when they want to.
sure.
But I do think it's a position that makes sense and
You
should
always
be around.
need that faux authority figure that's there for some reason. I mean,
I just don't want to retread. I don't want to see Vicky. I don't want to see Teddy Long.
Sting.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know.
Do we know, is it official yet?
No, it's not official.
He's not officially signed.
Oh,
he just
man.
did that one special. And then that's all we know.
What about Prince Devitt? Is that official? I thought it was.
It's officially unofficial.
Jeez Louise. Nothing's official. But you know what is? Bo leaving.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. First match of the night, Cesaro's in the ring with his brand new King of Swing t-shirt, which I thought was a King of the Ring t-shirt.
Well, it looks like the King.
Yeah.
It is old school vibe, for sure.
It's pretty sweet, but I honestly thought I was really excited that it was King of the Ring. And then I was like, oh, it's not. All right.
King of the Swing.
That would have been weird if he was wearing a King of the Ring.
Of a now defunct pay-per-view.
Yeah. We haven't seen that in a while.
When's the last time he swung someone?
We haven't seen that in a while.
Should have
Yeah.
swung Brad Maddox.
I don't know. There was some El Torito swinging in tonight's
Yes.
show.
Dude, he
but
could launch Torito out of the ring if he wanted.
my
Like,
goodness.
if he swung Torito
And the crowd could just catch him.
and just catch
See,
him.
like,
Oh, yeah.
See how high they could get him.
Up, the sequel. He should be doing the trust fall, not Adam Rose. The trust swing. So Cesaro takes on Rob Dan Vam. Rob,
my favorite.
yes. Bad News Barrett hits the ring with a microphone, and Dale, what does he say to everyone?
I didn't write it all down.
Oh,
this
he
week.
called
got
us.
some bad news.
He's got bad news apparently.
Yep.
Something
It's not
bad.
good.
No, not good news.
That's what I know for sure.
Generally.
People are getting fat.
Yeah, we're all fat.
That's pretty much the gist. of it.
Americans are fat.
Indian summer, fat
Even
people,
if you do
RVD.
CrossFit, apparently, still can only get a B plus.
B plus body
Yeah.
is the best you can do in America.
I want to see him shorten up his bad news the way you just did, like 3 words. Fat Americans, Indian summer, RVD.
I've got bad news. Blah blah blah.
Boom.
Bullet Point Barrett.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
BPB.
It's Brad Maddox's new guy.
Hashtag,
Bullet Point Maddox.
hashtag all
Bullet
fat.
Point Brad.
So BNB, he's hanging out ringside doing a little bit of. Was he even doing commentary? A little bit of commentary.
Yeah, he hops on the table.
That's right. He was on the table, not hopping on the table like cocktail style, but he was sitting there on the table.
Yes.
With the
Yeah,
microphone.
he dropped the word news several times. You could have a drinking game that many times he says the word news.
Ooh, not a bad idea.
You really could.
On a Monday. On a Monday night.
On a Monday night.
Cesaro in
Mildly
control
bad idea.
for most of the match. It spills outside the ring. Brad News Barrett says, this is getting a little too close for my comfort. He stands up. RVD kicks him in the grill. RVD is then in control. Bad News gets up, distracts him. German suplex for the Cesaro victory. That's when Sheamus charges and Brogue kicks old Cesaro.
I like this back and forth. We haven't really seen anybody mess with B&B since he's been on this roll.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see RVD give him a little.
And
Kick in the
this set up 2 pay-per-view matches for this Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Sheamus. I don't know. Ever since he had the title, he seems more aggressive. I don't know if
Well, he
that's
was supposed to. I mean, they were supposed to do heel. He was supposed to go heel, and it never happened.
didn't happen, yeah.
Why didn't that happen?
I think he was supposed to heel turn when he in the Battle Royal when he threw Ambrose out. I think that was supposed to be the heel turn, and it didn't happen.
Why do you think?
I don't think the crowd went the way they wanted him to go, and then
But they've been booing him the whole time.
I know, but now he doesn't seem to be. They don't seem to be pushing the heel anymore. Now it seems like they're just going all face against the Cesaro thing. I don't know why.
It's weird because people love Cesaro.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cesaro is a heel too, but this is the first time I've seen him get real heat. Is when he
tonight. He didn't.
tonight.
He didn't seem to have like the face heat behind him at all. It was all seemed to be like. I don't know if it's because of the Heyman thing is starting to really take over.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, see, Heyman is still. When he was with CM Punk and they were going heel, they were going straight heel. But Heyman is being so funny with this constant Brock Lesnar callback that it's hard to hate Heyman this time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it's really hard to get Cesaro over. And just the fact that, like, I don't know, Cesaro smiles so damn much. You know?
But it's kind of a sinister smile.
Yeah.
And what really hurt Cesaro going, I think I think his theme song really hurt him is going his face. I think that also took some of his heat away from being a face. I think anytime you have a siren song, you're just a bad guy.
Unless you're Scott Steiner sometimes. Holler if you hear me.
I know. It just
Sorry, guys.
it just seems like it doesn't like when it comes on, you don't want to cheer.
I mean, I still think this Sunday it's going to be clear who the people are behind. I would assume it's still going to be Cesaro.
Where's the pay-per-view at? Chicago? I think Chicago. Yeah, they will be behind Cesaro
And CM Punk.
I think it depends on where it is.
Wow, are they going to be yelling for CM Punk? Good God Almighty!
I don't think he's coming back.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's
he's really enjoying his time off. I think we may have maybe not as long as an HBK layoff, but it's going to be a while. I think
It might be.
It could be that long. I think he lost his mojo for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? If he wants to rest up, more power to him.
Yeah, I mean it's awful on the road, I'm sure, and he's been doing it for years and years.
He
so.
destroyed himself for the past 15 years.
It's
so
awful on the road as a stand-up comedian. I couldn't imagine
Getting
how
beat
awful
up.
it is actually getting physically assaulted every single night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's too bad that he went out the way that he did. I mean, it would have been great for him to actually finish out his contract.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Absolutely. Moving on, Eva Marie.
Good button.
Yeah, good button. Good point. Moving on, guys. Hey, not all of Raw made sense. Why should I? Eva Marie, are we possibly seeing her first feud?
I don't know, but she took a good licking tonight.
This is the best we've ever seen Eva Marie. She was kicking like a pro.
Yep.
She was good in
She
the
looked
2
mad.
minutes
She did a
that we saw
roll
her.
up that wasn't embarrassing at all.
It was a pretty good
It was a
roll-up.
pretty
She was
solid
selling
roll-up.
stuff.
Yeah, she
well.
sold.
It was a very short match, but she has made far worse
In far shorter times.
Exactly. So I was impressed on a scale of Eva Marie.
I'll
Yep.
tell you what, digging Summer Rae since she's come back. She just has she's always had an attitude, but she's taken over every scene she's in right now.
Well, now they're letting her be the character that she's been on Total Divas all season. Whereas before it was still the Fandango kind of mood character going on. It seems like now they're letting them
She's coming
coexist.
to her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does seem like they're going to have a feud because the past, I think it was on SmackDown this last week is when it started. Summer Rae, well, they had some feuds on Total Divas, but then Summer Rae was the ref for Eva Marie's match, and she called it way too quick. So.
Yeah, but she did a fast count.
Then her and Layla too. So
Yeah. Well, I think
Summer Rae and the entire roster.
Summer Rae's an alpha female, and I think it's great. I mean, by the way, there was a match. Within the first 2 minutes, Fandango's music hits. They have a makeout sesh, just all over each other. Eva Marie rolls up for the win. So there you go. Summer breaks down and kind of flips out in the ring.
They look so weird when they kiss. Is it
Layla
just me? Like,
and
looks uncomfortable.
Fandango.
Yeah.
It's just so open mouth.
Yeah.
It's
Like
very
open mouth, but clearly nothing's going on. Like with the open mouth.
Oh, it's like two grandma grandpa situation. Like, oh, mom.
Well, that's a bit of a different open mouth.
She's like, okay, we can do open mouth, but no tongue.
But you keep
like,
that
that's
tongue inside.
weird, though.
Yeah.
That's now you're giving me like mouth to mouth.
And no eye contact, neither.
Well, maybe it's supposed to make us uncomfortable because it definitely does.
Yeah, it's like Barbie doll kissing. It's just like. Either
way.
Not that I know anything about Barbie doll kissing.
No. I mean,
Too late.
you know,
You already opened.
you have a son. Why would you?
Why would I know anything about
No.
Barbie doll kissing?
But either way, Summer Rae sure doesn't like it. And Eva Marie picks up a dub.
Good honor.
Big dub.
Big dub.
Big dub.
Is that her first? Is that her first?
No,
like,
she's
of
had
her
a-
pinning someone.
She's had a couple strong roll-ups in her day.
That's the first one you never cringed the whole match. Just like, oh God, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
I mean, she's in the Maxim Hot 100. We're
And
going
poor
to see a lot.
Fandango. What's he become now? He's just.
arm candy for
He's
Layla.
become to the diva division what most females were to the regular division
Here's
years ago. They're just like sort of like a side piece.
Here's the hard thing with a character like Fandango. It's hard to get him in a feud. Because he's... The only guy on the roster I could see feuding right now with him would possibly be like someone like Adam Rose.
Yeah.
What's crazy is a concussion derailed his career the way it derailed Ziggler. Like, those two guys had so much heat a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I would
And
say that
concussions ruined
he can come back with something else, or I don't know. Like I feel like he can slowly transition into something that's not just dancing.
Yeah, if he gets
or,
out of that.
or he can find a solid feud with someone. I don't know who it would be, but
It's just such a mid-card gimmick that you can't get
it is
above
right
it.
now. Yeah.
Well, guys have done that in the past where they would start off as a very strict gimmick and then eventually break their way out of it. It's like, well, I mean, you look at Triple H.
Triple H did it.
I mean,
You
Jesus.
evolve.
Yeah. Evolution.
But he's not. He's not
Kathy.
evolving. But he's just...
I think he will. I think that once this is over, I mean, they clearly like him. They've been using him on Total Divas, and they're not going to do that to someone that they don't believe in.
He's on Raw every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just too bad to go from debuting at WrestleMania to
and beating Jericho.
Yeah.
Like getting a huge victory.
I don't know. It's not really doing a whole lot.
I'm calling it this week. Fandango joins Evolution. There it is. Just kidding.
I think you dialed the wrong number on that call.
Cathy's fault. She predicted it. Next, Cody and Goldust are backstage with Batista and Orton. Cody got some solid snaps in on this one.
Cody's good.
I love Cody. Basically said 10 years ago you guys were Triple H's glorified lapdogs, and you still are. He then called Batista a skinny jeans sellout and called Randy Orton RK Blows.
Well.
Well,
Batista's been ripped on for his skinny jeans since he came back by everybody.
Justifiably so.
Completely justifiably so.
But
But
that's
that's
superhero
just
in skinny jeans.
he's just had such a bad time since he came back, and then like even his wardrobe they make fun, like everything about Batista.
Yeah, he could laugh all his way to the bank, dude. He's about to be in a massive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear him complain. He's about to be a superhero, for God's sake, right?
yes.
Yeah, yes, Johnny.
That's
there you
right,
go.
Johnny. Look at you knowing stuff about comics.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guessing stuff about comics.
Just complete, right, guys? Right? Am I right?
He's a hero, right?
Right?
Yeah, before the show, I was asking questions about stuff.
There's that DC and Marvel thing, right?
So Hulk is in the X-Men,
Hulk's in the X-Men, right? Is Hulk in X-Men? Hulk's X-Men, right?
Let's just go. Yeah. This is.
He has a show on Nerdist.
Not anymore.
Just got your nerd card.
Look,
Revoke.
hold on a second.
Revoke that nerd.
Let's not. It's a okay. Dale, shut up.
To his defense, Hulk and Wolverine have had feuds.
Yeah. See.
So there you go.
Yeah. Real American.
To his defense,
oh,
he
wrong
didn't know
Hulk.
that.
To his against his defense. In our offense, he has no idea what we're talking about.
Wait, wrong Hulk. I thought Real American. Okay. That's the green one. So anyways, Triple H makes a match. Evolution versus the Rhodes Brothers later on tonight. Next we move on. 3MB in the ring. Hornswoggle slapping Drew McIntyre to get him ready for a big match. Big match.
The small opponent.
El Torito. The aforementioned on this show already. Surprisingly enough, El Torito.
You only watch just Drew McIntyre just abuse Torito.
He did, although shenanigans. A Donnybrook breaks out between the two teams. Torito knocks Drew off the top rope and hooks the leg for the win. So he's now beaten 2 members of 3MB.
Yep.
There's not a lot to say about what's happening.
There's not a lot to say about this
really
first hour. I'm trying to get pumped.
Kind of.
This today was Hornswoggle's 8-year anniversary. I thought that was very impressive.
Wow.
For a guy like Hornswoggle to actually last,
slow clap.
they usually would use somebody like that and toss him out of the company pretty quickly. So.
Him and
It's pretty impressive.
JTG finding ways to hang on.
JTG though is working there, but we haven't seen him on TV in forever.
True.
Hornswoggle has been in numerous storylines and been pretty pivotal to a lot of. He was Vince McMahon's son.
A legitimate son.
He was the anonymous Raw GM. Didn't Mae Young give birth to him? Or something?
No, she gave birth to a rubber hand.
Yeah, that was a
but
hand.
Hornswoggle was there for something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
He was Fit Finley's leprechaun at one point, right?
And then ended up being his son?
Something
how
like
that storyline
yeah, he was
went?
his son and not McMahon's son.
Yeah, that's normal.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Anyway,
good on
So,
you,
yeah.
Horny.
Neither here nor there.
So El Torito wins, and 3MB attack him after the match. And Hornswoggle rips off his tail, and JBL
Well,
knows
he
how
tried to
to
rip
sell.
off his mask first,
That
which
too.
seemed really weird.
Yeah.
Which
We
sets
got-
up now for the match on Sunday.
Second pay-per-view in a row, we have a miniature pre-show kickoff.
Yeah. They've got just a little bit of time for him.
Mask versus hair. Swoggle versus Torito. This Sunday at Payback. Will the tail be reattached? We don't know. Because the doctor says he's not a veterinarian and he can't do anything about it.
Masking tape.
Yeah.
That's just my.
Staples.
Yeah, just a guess.
Poor Torito looked like he was in real pain though.
Yeah, he was really
Really selling it.
really just running to the back, holding his bum.
Right.
We're
You can't lose your mask though if you're a bull, right? I mean,
That ends it, right? If
They
he
s-
loses the mask, it's over. So
Yeah.
you got to shave his head.
so Horny's getting shaved.
Yeah. But he's been bald before, so it's not a big deal.
Horny's gonna be a bald bull.
I don't know if he was bald, but he was
He had his
pretty
head
short hair.
shaved. He had a mohawk at
Sure.
one point, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like this is what we all loved WLC.
Yes.
So this is what we get.
Just
question
feels like
is-
we're all at a party right now trying to make odd conversation. It just really isn't.
I mean, Torito can
like-
take some bumps, so
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing him in another match.
Here's the thing, though. There's no way they could top WLC.
No.
No.
That was phenomenal. Then again, I think Payback realizes they're not going to top the last pay-per-view either. So here we are. And what's next? After this, we have Money in the Bank. Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it.
I think so.
So let's
They're just trying to get through Payback. Let's just get through Payback.
do our best here.
Let's get through it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And then Money in the Bank is going to be dope, as always. So, yeah, we're going to get there. So, yeah, moving on. Wyatt family. I like how we go from the WWE doctor not being a veterinarian to the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt gets in the ring and starts singing right away.
There's pictures of Hornswoggle just brushing his hair on the app. Just
No, what the-
in a
what-
mirror, just like,
He's got a roller brush, too.
With the tail?
It's not even a flat brush.
no, it's hair.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
They're looking on the app. They're not looking on Twitter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. People are tweeting me like, "What's wrong with the site?" I don't know. AfterBuzz is down. They're having issues.
It'll be
I don't know
back
what's
up
going
soon.
on. It'll be back up soon. We sure hope so.
ASAP.
Yeah, ASAP. All right. So Bray Wyatt hits the ring. He does say the. Should I do the Bray Wyatt?
Always.
Wait, do you have a Bray Wyatt impression?
Well, there's no music right now. I feel weird not doing it. Oh. I feel weird doing it, I should say. He basically says the poison's already set in, and we know the only way to cure a snake bite is the anti-poison. Am I the snake or am I the cure? I'm the necessary evil that this world so badly needs, John Cena. If you're my brother or my sister, you'll stand beside me, but if you're my enemy, then you'll fall at my feet, and John Cena's an enemy to us all. He then decides to get Jerry Lawler in the ring. Lawler says no. Bray tells JBL and Cole not to move as Rowan gets close to Jerry. JBL gets up to defend him. Harper blasts him dose times. Takes him out.
A clothesline.
From hell, if you will.
To the originator of the clothesline.
Exactly. Lawler gets in the ring. He sits him down, and he blames Lawler for spreading all this positive propaganda about Cena over the years. And they're about to destroy Lawler. That's when Cena attacks. He gets beat up by the Wyatt family. As Bray sets up Lawler for the Sister Abigail, Usos make the save. Cena gets on the mic and basically just calls him plain evil. And he says, at Payback, I bring you to justice, and Payback will be a biznatch. Thoughts?
It seemed like this whole segment, they were just trying to, because Bray Wyatt has been so over the last month, that this was just a way to get him some heat and have Cena get over a little bit.
But the stuff Bray is saying, it doesn't indicate that. It's like,
No,
if you're
it
my brother
was
or my
getting-
sister, you'll stand with me, all this stuff, you know?
Yeah, but tonight he was saying more stuff along the lines of like, he acknowledged now that the song is about him. I've got the whole world in my hands. Whereas before he thought it was about, he was singing about
Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah.
And tonight he said, I have the whole world in my hand. Like, he put it on himself tonight, which seemed different, a different tone than what he's been preaching.
Yeah.
This seemed more egomaniacal than before, to the point where he just seems like they were just trying to make him more evil to get Cena the pop.
Well, I mean,
because-
yeah, you're about to destroy Jerry Lawler in basically his home turf.
Well, yeah, you bring Lawler up in Tennessee and try to, you know.
And JBL even called it out. He's like, come on, man, he's had a heart attack. And then JBL gets destroyed, too.
Made me nervous. The
Yes.
whole Lawler thing.
Yeah, anytime Lawler's in the ring, he's like, meh.
He had him in position for the Sister Abigail. Now, granted, I'm sure Lawler gets tested all the time, but still. Yee. It was close. It's one time where I was so excited to see Cena. I was like, oh, thank God he's here. Like, I did not want to see Lawler get Sister Abigail. Like, we don't want to see that. And I don't know. I'm very interested to see how this pay-per-view match turns out. Last man standing.
Well, it's going to be in Chicago, so Cena's going to get booed out of the building.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
It's Chicago. They're going to be completely behind Wyatt. I think that's why they were doing this, to try to get Cena a little bit more over before the match. I mean, it just seemed that way.
You're right, but everyone knows with Chicago crowds, all
Yeah.
bets are off. All bets are off.
Yeah.
The question is, where does this go from here? I mean, you know, Bray Wyatt, as cryptic as he is, he says things, you know, am I the snake, or you know, or is John Cena the evil? Like, what's, you know, where's this going to lead to?
I like that though because I mean, they're into the shades of gray business, but I really like us not really knowing where to categorize Bray.
Yeah.
I mean, he obviously is heel leaning, but the crowd just loves him so much that.
But I mean, I agree with that. But normally, except for tonight, seemed like a solidly heel promo, whereas before it seemed to be more of the shades of gray. Like the crowd likes him, he kind of speaks like vaguely, and you kind of get. But tonight seemed like I'm full on heel tonight. That's just what it came across to me as. That's the one feeling I got tonight. But
And I was a little surprised we didn't see Wyatt family versus Usos for the pay-per-view, but I guess they're on main event instead.
I think it'll unfold tomorrow.
Yeah.
On the main event, like maybe something will go wrong in that match, and then they'll challenge him for the titles. Or
It doesn't seem like a full pay-per-view lineup, does it? I don't know if I'm missing something.
no, definitely not. We got
I think that they're trying to
3 or 4 matches.
still figure out a lot of things.
Definitely. Well, we have Swoggle versus Torito. We got Alicia Fox Page, Sheamus Cesaro, Cena Wyatt, Daniel Bryan and Brie, the title firing thing, and then Shield and Evolution. That all we got?
Bad News Barrett, Rob Van Dam.
Hey, sorry about that. Sorry about
So
that.
that might be the full
that could be a full card.
card.
Well, one of those is a pre-show, and one of those is not a match.
Yeah, right. That will still. Yeah, that's true.
I think we could get a tag team title.
Gotta have something. I mean, you gotta have the Wyatt. Then again, the Wyatt family is going to be involved in Last Man Standing too. So I don't know.
There's so many people not involved in that I would think would have something.
Yeah, Rusev, Big E.
Yeah.
Possible.
It's come together pretty quick.
I mean, they've announced matches on the SmackDown before pay-per-view
Yeah.
many times.
They've announced them the day of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that is very true.
So who knows?
Well, speaking of Rusev, Zack Ryder comes down to the ring with the American flag, and we knew right away, oh, poor Zack. It's a matter of seconds. But much to our happiness, he takes a microphone. We're like, oh my God, Zack's getting mic time.
He had the flag.
He got a
Things-
whole sentence out.
Yep.
Did he, though? Or
Yeah.
a sentence fragment?
Yeah.
All right. Lana's music hits. The one time we're not happy to see Lana, we're like, let Zack talk.
They faced off on the Raw right after WrestleMania
Yeah.
as well, and just as
We were there.
quick of a match.
Very much so.
It's interesting to throw someone to Rusev again on his like domination road when you could give him. They just have so many other guys that they could have done this with.
They really do. Lana says, compliance with Mother Russia is our destiny, as is the super athlete. Rusev comes out. He says something. Honestly, before you even blink, the match was over.
But we know now he resides in Russia,
yes.
so that's
I
important.
think they had told us that
Yeah,
last
several
week or
times.
a couple weeks ago, something like that.
They had to explain it somehow.
I love your idea about the flag on a pole match.
Oh,
Whereas,
they need a flag match. That should be it.
Yeah. But Big E has to pull the Bulgarian and the Russian flag to win. That'd be pretty solid. So Rusev crush, he wins. Big E attacks. Big E cleans house, and Rusev and Lana retreat. Big E waves that flag. So, I don't know.
If not now, you know,
It's gonna have to be sometime soon.
Sometime soon.
Now,
I think there's Battleground in between as well.
Yeah, I wish there was just Money in the Bank and then SummerSlam. Don't you?
I mean, now that I don't have to pay for pay-per-views, they can
Sure.
do whatever they want.
They do it weekly.
Yeah, whatever makes the product strong.
All right, point taken. But I mean, I think whatever's. Next, this is kind of peculiar. We have Steph and ADR backstage talking. Steph and Alberto Del Rio are just talking, and I don't know what.
I think they're just trying to foreshadow Steph maybe stripping the titles and giving them to somebody.
Somebody.
I think they were just. I don't think there's anything to that. I think it was just a quick throwaway thing.
So we're just gonna see her randomly talking to different superstars.
All heels, I would
Yeah.
presume.
And former champions probably,
Yeah.
which
Very
is
true.
I think everybody on the roster.
Just about. Randy Orton and Batista versus the Rhodes Brothers. Of course, this match is solid. You knew it was going to be. The ending of this was phenomenal. Cody hits a disaster kick on Batista while he is on the apron, then goes for one on Orton into the most perfect RKO you could ask for.
It was good.
Damn. Like, off the second rope into an RKO. Followed by another one. Orton gets the win.
He's like, RK blows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Blow this. Justin Roberts then gets on the microphone and says, oh, no, now it's an elimination match. Cody must leave. Goldust stays. No holds barred. They surround him outside the ring, and they destroy him. So basically, Evolution proves a point prior to this Sunday.
This was kind of Evolution's night. We had Shield. Was that last week? Maybe that Shield kind of just kept coming on top.
The last 3 or 4.
Yeah,
weeks.
like the whole month. I think.
Yeah,
it's been Shield.
So Evolution finally got a little comeuppance tonight with this match and with the way it goes off the air.
They sure did. And Cody and Goldust, we still don't know where they're going. They're really in purgatory.
They've kind of turned down the split. It seems like it seemed like it was going towards a split in like the last couple of weeks. It seems like they've sort of abandoned it for now.
Yeah, they're kind of in tag team purgatory right now. It seems
Maybe they'll bring it up for SummerSlam.
Yeah, that'd be. I feel like SummerSlam is always a good brother versus. It's good for a brother versus brother. I don't know why. It's one of the bigger pay-per-views.
So which brother versus brother?
What do you mean?
Could have Bray Wyatt versus Bo.
We cannot do that, Kathy.
No, they should.
They're not brothers, right?
Storyline wise,
Right?
Sure.
They
His
should
last
be.
name is Dallas.
Exactly. Dude, I don't, Kathy. I do.
Goldust's last name is.
Dust.
Yeah.
It's actually one word.
It's not gold. Dust.
No, he's like
He's
Prince.
like Cher.
It's Goldust.
Yeah. I refuse to believe that what you're saying is true, Kathy. Speaking of which, what a great segue. It's time for Bo Dallas again. He debuted on SmackDown versus Sin Cara, so why not have a rematch on Raw?
It's his Raw debut.
And it virtually was the same match. Bo Dallas hits that little bulldog, if you will, off
Bow
the
dog. It's called a bow dog.
The bow dog, sorry. Gets the win.
Just saying.
No,
Bow dog.
that's why you're here, Eddie.
That's why I'm here.
On top of things.
I listen to the important things.
You did the bow dog. That's what it was.
All the important things.
So Bo Dallas picking up the win and the victory lap. What are your thoughts, guys, on... We all love the vignettes. We all knew this. You know, we put the vignettes for Bo Dallas up there with how great the Matadors ones were, with how good the Adam Rose ones were. What are your thoughts on Bo Dallas thus far in his 2 TV debuts?
I didn't like the roll. I mean, I thought they could have done a better job with the rollout.
What would you have done?
Well, I mean, we talked about it before. Like, I think he should have come out to someone loses on Raw. He comes out and tries to inspire them after a loss. Do that for a couple weeks or a month or a couple months.
Kind of like Bad News Barrett did.
Yeah, just roll them out in live segments. I think when you just do someone with, and I think it's hurting Adam Rose too. When you just do stuff with vignettes, there's no connection with the crowd. There's just no.
That's a great point.
The audience doesn't connect.
That's why Bad News Barrett worked so well.
Bad News Barrett were great.
Especially, I mean, the Hall of Fame
You
ceremony.
get to know them.
And it's been one of the best repackagings of a character in decades of, I mean, if not ever in WWE, the way they repackaged Bad News Barrett. And that's because they did it in small live segments.
It's true.
Yeah.
Kept him out of the ring too.
They kept him out of the ring, and it was just like here and there, and just to the point where people like wanted to see it every week.
I love Bo Dallas's
Me
character
too.
on NXT. It's phenomenal, and I feel like it's a little bit different now on Raw and SmackDown. Is he's supposed to be this, guy who thinks that he's great and the best thing since sliced bread, and that everyone else, like, he's trying to inspire everyone else, but they'll never really be as good as him in his mind. And then he throws temper tantrums when he loses. And
So that would have been a great way to roll him out. It's like
Yeah.
you have him come out and inspire people who lose every month.
but he'll be like, oh, you can almost be as good as me.
Yeah.
Like,
And then he comes out and debuts and loses and flips out.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just constantly loses and flips out. And people would want to see that every week.
Yeah.
Gotta get him over.
Because right now he
It would
just
get him
comes
over.
off as a motivational speaker, and to me, with the way that he looks, he's got more of like a Hawaiian surfer kind of vibe than he does like a motivational speaker kind of thing. So I haven't seen the tantrum. I don't watch NXT as much as Kathy, but I just feel like it may be a mismatch for.
Well, a motivational speaker is someone. I mean, our minds go to Chris Farley being this like fat, weird-looking guy. I mean, that's what you think a motivational speaker is, someone who couldn't do anything, and now they just become a motivational speaker.
I am 35.
That's what I'm saying.
I am divorced. Okay, go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you see Bo Dallas, and you're like, okay. I mean, Bray Wyatt looks more like a motivational speaker than Bo Dallas does.
He is one, as a matter of fact.
The character doesn't match the look.
I think your idea is fantastic. It would have been really cool to see him come out in like a seersucker suit with like a little flower sticking out of the pocket, and just, you're right though. But Bad News Barrett, they knew they can trust him going live with the crowd.
But Barrett's always been good on the mic, even since Nexus. I mean, he's always been solid on the mic.
It makes you wonder if they didn't trust Bo to do. I don't
they
know.
have someone down at NXT who's a motivational speaker. So,
yeah,
that's why they didn't do that.
So we'll see.
Oh, maybe that guy will debut where he comes out and gets people going. I really want this Bo Dallas thing to work, man.
They still could have done it not so much motivational speaker, just have him come down and try to inspire someone who just lost.
He's so good on the mic, like in his character when he's
Yes.
at NXT. So I wish that they would do more of that, and I think that they're not going to give up on it.
I hope not.
quickly, so-
No, it's only been 2 shows. So.
Yeah.
3 days.
Well, they cut Xavier Woods loose pretty quick. They didn't give him much time to develop.
Well, I mean, but he didn't exactly have a distinct character like Bo Dallas did.
No, they didn't introduce him with a character like that. They just sort of...
They brought him up
They
for the
sort
whole
of-
Brodus Clay
Yeah.
demolition.
I think that was like more getting.
But he's one of the
Brodus Clay
NXT
out.
guys, though, that is just sort of like didn't really have a big shot. In this.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the other NXT guys have gotten at least an opportunity.
Xavier will have his day, though. I think it's a matter of time. But with Bo Dallas, yeah, I really want it to work. You know, one way or another. I just hope it does. Whereas like, it seems like the Adam Rose thing is starting to, which we'll get to. Yeah, you're right. That live interaction makes a huge difference.
It was good to see Sin Cara as well. We haven't really seen him on Raw
Yeah.
Nope.
in a while. He's great in the ring. I wish they would.
It's hard
some more.
with a guy that doesn't talk.
Well, but he can talk now.
Well,
That's the thing.
will they let him? That's the question. Next, Stephanie hits the ring, calls out Daniel Bryan, and our WWE World Heavyweight Champion hits the ring, and she basically says, you know, they deserve an active champion. You can't give it to them. Daniel Bryan says, my injury is worse than expected. He says, but the thing is, it's not about me. It's about Stephanie. It's about the authority. So he's going to tell a word that she's not used to hearing, and that is no. No. No.
I thought it was stock options. But oh, too soon.
Buy.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Sell.
Like in trading places. Yeah, so Stephanie says your ego's getting in the way. She says Brie put her hands on me a few weeks ago. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So I'm going to give you a chance at payback. Either you give up the title or Brie Bella, your wifey, is getting axed.
Pretty severe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know where this is all going. When can he wrestle? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
It's hard to.
It's here's the thing. His surgery was 11 days ago. There's no way. There's no way. Best case scenario, it's at least got to be 2 months. Minimum.
That's what they said, 2 to 3 months originally.
Yeah.
So,
Here we
Money
are.
in the Bank, SummerSlam-ish.
Here we are 11 days later, and it's already a problem. So, man.
Well, they can't. I mean, they got to take the title off of him.
I guess so.
They can't keep it on him for 2 months
Nope.
No.
and keep doing this crap.
I mean,
But
you could
he
do
does
that.
come as a, like, I agree with Stephanie taking it away, and then he's this martyr, like she said tonight.
Yeah.
And then he has a chance, and we get this. It's kind of revitalizing Daniel Bryan. Is we saw this whole thing, and we kept on wanting him to get the title, and he finally got it, and now he's had it, and he's had it, and he's had it, and now he'll have the chance to fight for it again.
God, I
But
hope
do you
so.
think the audience wants to go through it again? Like, you think the people?
It seems like they're still behind it.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we can't expect anything to top the road to WrestleMania 30.
No.
No.
That's
And
not
that's why, I mean, and his title reign since has been sort of flat because it was such a build
Yeah.
that you can't pay off that build.
I think he was wrestling injured too. I just don't think he wanted
Well,
to
also
say
they
anything.
put him in a horrible angle again.
Yeah.
That was just terrible, but it was just, I don't know. And then I don't know if, can you reset it and then redo it again? It's like, that's
I
going to
think
be
I think it was tough because
hard to do.
he was wrestling injured, but at the same time, they knew WrestleMania 30 had to have that payoff. They knew it had to have it. And I think he was just like, you know what, I'm going to keep going as long as I can. And I think got to the point where he physically couldn't. And it's just a bad time.
But I think it's just asking a lot of the audience to go, okay, let's see if we can go through this Daniel Bryan climb again. That's just a lot. I mean, everybody was so invested for a year. And then to pull it all away and go, okay, let's see if we can do it again. That's asking a lot. I mean, I don't know.
But if there's anyone that can get the crowd to, you know, to do it one more time, it would be him.
Yeah. Looks like Money in the Bank is on the 29th of June, so same month as Payback. So they would definitely have to. Although Money in the Bank is not really about the champion as much as it is the people vying for the championship. And then
Battleground
Battleground is on the 20th of July.
And then SummerSlam.
17th.
August.
Man, a Battleground really just, I don't know. It makes it more difficult. Another pay-per-view where you're going to have a champion.
Yeah.
The question is, who's going to fill in? I mean, as far as champion goes. Give it to someone in Evolution. They're probably going to want to do that.
They need to put some new blood in there anyways. I think we've had a lot of the same champions for a while. It'd be nice to
see Bray Wyatt put on Bray Wyatt, but I don't think that'll happen.
Oh my gosh.
Unless we revitalize the Triple H Daniel Bryan feud again. Triple H gets the belt. DB goes for it when he comes back.
Yeah, I don't think you need to put it against Triple H though.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many guys that are right on the cusp
Yeah.
of being
Like the
champion.
Shields.
Yeah, the Shield, Cesaro, Bad News Barrett. All those guys are strong characters and in the ring. So
They just need to push.
just need give them a good storyline and a.
The question is, if you give it to someone new, though, then it's going to have to be a decent run. Whereas someone like Triple H can win it, and it doesn't hurt him if he loses it 2 months later. Whereas any of those other guys, I think that would really hurt him if they lose it quickly, you know? Say to Daniel Bryan or someone else.
No, I'd say you could put on Bray Wyatt for the summer and then have Daniel Bryan take it off him at SummerSlam. I think Bray Wyatt's one of the people that you could put it on for like a 2-month run and it wouldn't hurt him.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sunday, it's kind of cool that they're pushing this back to Sunday because that gives us one more intriguing thing to watch with the whole Brie getting fired.
Yeah.
So, and plus we get to see Daniel Bryan there in the pay-per-view, which is nice. But I wonder if they even know it. I mean, it's a tough position to be in right now.
It's smart on them to keep pushing it back, and then also, I mean, one, it gives them more time to figure out what they're going to do, and two, it will then bring more eyes to the pay-per-view, regardless of, you know, whether people have the
Network
or not.
Yep. Very tough position to be in, but one more thing to watch for on Sunday. Another thing to watch for. Oh, man. Alicia Fox. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
She's the right kind of crazy.
Thank you. She is. Okay, Alicia Fox versus Emma. Emma gets the roll-up for the win. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I mean, I guess it kind of does. Fox starts yelling, "I'm not a loser." She basically destroys Emma, throws her against the barricade, just real proper.
Yeah.
Out the ring too.
Yeah.
Out the ring, that's right.
She got a face full of barricade, I think.
She oh, big time.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Cobra was to save her, but he wasn't there. She picks up the ring bell, just starts ringing the bell. She starts face planting security dudes.
She just looks like she hurts
Then she
everyone
wedgied somebody. She wedgied a
Ooh.
She
guy.
wedgied, yeah. One
Like
of
a
the guys.
power wedgie. She ripped the band off.
Yeah, power. I mean, that destroyed them undies.
The undies were not what I'd be concerned about in that power wedgie.
Oh, right.
That was brutal.
It's going to take some work to get rid of those. I hope he pre-cut them, because damn.
Yeah, I hope he Hulk Hogan those.
I don't think he knew it was coming.
That's the thing, is that everyone in her wrath zone, like, it doesn't look like they know about it.
No one looks prepared for what's
I
happening.
think they're like, just do what you want, just don't seriously kill someone.
That wedgie, I think, and that guy's not
crazy,
expecting that wedgie.
She came over and apologized afterwards and then slapped him in the face.
Well,
she kissed him.
kissed
She kissed
him.
him.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
like,
Crazy
sorry.
chicks always kiss. More
See,
so than slapping.
we were talking about this earlier. I wasn't buying her until this one. This
Yeah.
one made me buy her.
The best part is you said it right before the match. You go, "I'm not buying Alicia's crazy," and then she
This
does
one
that. I was
made me
like,
buy her.
Yeah.
Before then, I was like, she's trying to act crazy. That's what
No.
I thought. And then this one, I was like, oh yeah, this was good. She was good on this
It's
one.
like Bad Girls Club,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
former star of that show.
I love it. She grabbed a Sunkist and a Pepsi, smashed them Stone Cold style all over her face, threw some of the soda on people, and then just stormed out. And she's got a title match this Sunday, and oh man, I'm excited for that match.
I love the part when she grabbed the cameraman and she was just like, get that out of my face.
And then she's all fixing herself up. I don't know. This is a great ride for her. This is definitely the best thing she's done.
And it's only been a few weeks. I just really hope that it continues. And it's funny because we were singing her praises a week or 2 weeks ago on the show, and we had people commenting on YouTube saying, well, you know, because we said we're like, it's about time. And we're like, oh, people
Well,
like,
she's had the title before, yeah.
exactly. People said, oh, she had the title once before and it didn't work. Well, you got to look at it this way. Alicia Fox has been in the company 7 or 8 years. She was a kid back then. It's like in any profession. You're better now than you were 7 years ago. So just because the first title run didn't work or her first push didn't work doesn't mean she doesn't deserve one 7 years later. She's obviously much better now, much better in the ring, much more secure as a person. She's a grown-ass woman
I
now.
wonder if she's mad that she wasn't the extra person on Total Diva Season 3, and that's why she's unleashing this, like, wrath on everyone.
She might as well be on that show,
I know.
though. She's almost
she
in
should be on that
every
show
episode.
after this.
Could be. And people bring up a good point about how she had the title before and it didn't last long, but that doesn't mean she isn't deserving this shot because so far she's. I'm not saying she's going to win the title because Paige hasn't, but at least she's making very interesting television, and she is a great character.
She should win the title.
Turn away. Like there can be slower points in Raw or SmackDown, and then when she's on, you're just glued to the TV because you want to see what she does next.
Absolutely.
For me, I mean, until the very end, that was like my top moment of the night, probably, because it was so fun to watch.
I mean, the wedgie was just out of nowhere. Like the wedgie is just. I keep going back to the wedgie.
That should be your finisher, wedgie
it
out
really
of nowhere.
should be the wedgie out of nowhere.
The WON. She got him with the WON.
It's just.
What I love about her crazy is she's reverting back to like junior high tactics, like Mean Girl stuff. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Wedgie.
Total kid stuff.
I haven't thought of a wedgie in at least 6 or 7 months.
Well, we should start doing
I
it.
love that you have a time mark for the last time you thought about a wedgie.
Your clothes are on stage. You should ask for a volunteer and then just wedgie them and throw them off the stage.
And I would probably get a development deal out of it.
Yep.
The way the industry is going.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's yeah, man, we're in.
Hey, Emma came out without Santino. I guess that's a good step in the right direction, right?
I agree.
I like that she can't get in the ropes. That's like one of my favorite things that she does.
Yeah.
She really struggles.
She does.
It's adorable.
Definitely is adorable. You know what else is adorable? Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier.
No, I don't know.
I don't understand what was going on. So Davy Crockett comes to the ring, who oddly looks a little bit like the intellectual savior to the masses, Damian Sandow. We have Davy Crockett versus Adam Rose. Within 2 minutes, Jack Swagger comes out with the lemon of Adam Rose by the neck, otherwise known as our good friend, former host of the show, Smiley Katz. That was a great moment.
Got
I
made
love seeing him
into
on Raw.
lemon juice, really. I think.
And I looked just on Facebook. It's
He
already
already
his profile
changed his
picture.
profile
How is he on?
picture.
That's so fast. How's he online
Because
already?
he's probably on the ride somewhere else in the next city for SmackDown. So
That's a good point.
Sitting in the back seat, just updating his profile pic.
It's a great picture. So Swagger and Zeb Coulter are dragging Smiley to the ring, otherwise known as the Lemon. Crockett goes for the distraction. Rose counters, hits the Party Crasher for the win. I think it's called the Party Crasher.
Party foul.
Party foul. Sorry.
Bodog, party foul.
Bodog Party. I'm close. Swagger attacks. Rose fights back, and actually, this is the first time Adam Rose has looked mad, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with the gimmicks, like the party gimmick guy. It's like there has to be a mean streak, and you got to see it. Otherwise, it's just like, why are you in a profession where you fight?
And that's the problem Fandango kind of had too.
Exactly. It's just.
I mean, I think he can get mad, as his character can be mad that someone's trying to break up the party or hurting one of his friends or his posse.
Yeah, this was good motivation for getting upset. I thought that was smart. And he was like, what did he say? He was like, "Get your hands off my lemon," or something.
Yeah.
I forget exactly.
This feud could work. I could see Swagger trying to go through every person in the party, except for that one dude who's probably bigger than
I think
he
it's
is.
just going to be the lemon over and over again.
I hope so.
I know Smiley be on board.
Oh, yeah.
But this is another kind of feud that is beginning that obviously we're not going to see on Sunday, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I like seeing Adam Rose pissed off.
Will we ever see Davy Crockett again?
Did we have a reason for that?
No, that's what's so sad about it. He comes out as Davy Crockett, and then it's just completely an afterthought in what happened. It's just like, that's like, poor Sandow.
Well,
is Davy Crockett, was he known to do something in Tennessee? Was that why?
He's from Tennessee.
Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
okay. I don't know.
He's not a Marvel character.
No. No. So that excuse is gone.
Look, I knew he was the King of the Wild Frontier. That's all I knew.
That's because it's in the song.
Okay, from Greene County, Tennessee. Okay, good point. Born
he
in
died at the Alamo.
But
1786.
He died at the Alamo.
This following his outbreak on the microphone and that kind of stuff, I don't understand. So this
doesn't seem to be going along with where he was. I mean, he did the superhero thing with Magneto.
But that was fitting.
But that was fitting for what happened.
Yeah. But so I don't understand. So did the stuff they did with Booker T and grabbing the mic and all this stuff, was that unplanned? Like this, the fact that he's doing these kind of things make me feel like maybe that was not.
I think it was planned.
Yeah.
And then they just scrapped it.
I feel like Sandow might be giving us an answer as to why he was Davy Crockett, maybe on the network this week or on SmackDown.
Well, I know why he was. Like, it's fitting he was Davy Crockett because it was in Tennessee. I got that. But it just, like, the whole point of it made no sense.
The way he came out as Davy Crockett, he wasn't really selling the character. He came out with that look on his face like, yep, look what they're making me do now. Yeah. So I'd like to say that it's going to continue, the thing where he took the mic from Booker and Josh Matthews. I think this is another step in that, where like he's going to continually, like next time he comes out, he's going to explain like how they're making a buffoon out of him.
Yeah. It just seems like it was just like swept away like so quickly.
God, I hope not.
In the
Sandow's too good.
In the heat of the lemon debacle.
Yeah.
He's too good, man.
There's been lots of people that have been too
right.
good we have not heard of lately.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
He's got too much talent to not.
You would think, as unfortunate as it is to have Daniel Bryan injured and CM Punk now gone, that would give more of an opportunity for these guys like Sandow, Ziggler, even Ryder to have some sort of.
If they had been building like Ziggler, just making him competent the last 6-8 months, the last year, they could have had someone just fill in easily at this point. But all they have now is these new NXT guys that aren't quite ready yet to go where they need them to go.
Right.
And there's just that huge void between the 2 or 3 main event guys and then everybody else, where they could have had people prepped to step right in, but it's not there because they squashed the Sandows and the Zigglers and
Which, yeah, I mean, we didn't see Ziggler on Raw tonight either.
if any Raw needed Ziggler, I think
He had an amazing match with Batista on SmackDown, that no DQ. I mean, Ziggler was on fire.
Makes me wonder what they think is wrong with these guys. Like, is it like little minute things about each one of them that they're like, yeah, he can't do this thing and he gets concussed too much. And,
it's probably just honestly backstage stuff, like who likes who.
Plus, part of it I've heard, and this I might be wrong, but they say they want guys to take risks and step up to the plate and do something out of the box. Problem is, everyone's so afraid for their job that they're afraid to do that.
Yeah, but Ryder did that, and look what happened. I mean,
exactly. That
he
makes
did
guys,
that, and they buried him.
and that makes guys afraid for their job. And they said like, do something out of the box, do something out of the ordinary.
He did that, got the pop, was getting ready to go over, and then just they squashed him.
It's a tough.
Because the guys up top didn't want to step aside for it.
Yep. Supposedly.
It's like they
Supposedly.
didn't like the fact that he made his own.
Yeah. They're like, I worked this long this way. You need to do that.
Although, I mean, he did get a run as a champion. What was it?
He had the U.S. title for a
U.S.
little bit.
title, and then they put him in a storyline with Cena. I mean, those are things that.
But that's what killed him, was the Cena storyline.
And then Kane running him in the wheelchair. That put it to rest for good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing. I can only believe that the Davy Crockett thing will have a reason for it from Sandow at some point.
Well, unless he starts dressing as someone from each
place.
Each place.
And he gets more and more frustrated every single time.
Like if he's Abraham Lincoln at the pay-per-view or something like that.
Oh.
He could turn that into part of his character as he just keeps on trying to get so much attention. He's like the little, kid who's like trying to get attention,
Just
but they have a
screaming
cuter
for it.
little brother, so they're not getting it. And then finally just exploding.
Like he shows up unannounced.
I mean, he's done that on the pre-show for, last pay-per-view.
I want to see him come out dressed as Michael Jordan on Sunday.
That'd be awesome.
You're right.
And blackface.
Well, maybe. I mean, that'd be.
That's taking a risk.
Yeah. That's really.
That will put you over.
That's really.
That'll get Nancy Grace talking.
Yeah.
She already is.
She never
Give her some
stops.
ammunition.
She's never stopped. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. ADR aggressive for most of the match, but out of nowhere, Bro kick for the win, of course. Heyman then announces the winner, basically picking on Sheamus. We had an issue with our cable, so we didn't hear what Heyman said, but we assume it was mean. And then he advertises for Brock Lesnar once again.
I have an announcement.
Yep, and then Cesaro attacks from behind, hits the neutralizer on Sheamus.
So were they trying to sell a concussion angle on Sheamus?
I don't know.
With what they were doing? It just seemed...
He was doing a lot of head shaking and not in wild swings.
Yeah,
so,
and he couldn't even do the... He did the setup for the kick, and he couldn't even follow through with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It seemed weird. I don't know. I don't know if they're setting something up for Cesaro to do another concussion angle.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely, obviously, we're setting up for this Sunday. So now Cesaro, Sheamus, going to be physical. Mm-hmm. That's about all. I mean, and
you think Cesaro can take the title off of him?
This Sunday?
Yeah, this soon.
Oh, wow.
I think he could. I think it depends on how much gas they think Cesaro needs right now. Because he's kind of, not flatlined, but he's kind of plateaued.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they want him to be the next big deal. I feel like they might need to put the belt on him just to keep his momentum going.
But then what happens to Sheamus? He's back to
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on who. But he does have Heyman, so.
Yeah. But Sheamus doesn't need the U.S. title at this point. I mean, it's a mid-card title, and he's not a... I mean, he needs to be pushed past that. He's been past that.
Yeah, Sheamus needs to just start beating the hell out of people, I think.
Yeah.
Being sarcastic
maybe,
and snide.
Maybe he needs a valet. Could put him with one of the Bellas.
Oh. Oh!
Yeah.
It's
I like your intrigue.
It's a Bella fella.
I don't know.
You know, considering one might get fired on Sunday, I don't know if it's going to happen.
Right.
But I like the way you're thinking.
He's going to hand over that belt. I don't think Brie's going to.
I don't know.
She has a whole nother season of Divas to do.
I mean, that's a good point. Totes Divas just got picked up for season 3. Yeah. We will see what happens. To close out Raw, there was a contract signing, or was there? No, there was, kind of. The Shield hits the ring before Michael Cole even brings anyone out. They toss about 15 chairs out of the ring, a table out of the ring.
Expensive chairs.
Very
those are expensive.
comfortable.
You go to Staples, those are expensive chairs.
Yeah, those look comfy. You can really get some work done in them chairs.
Yeah, I would like one of those chairs.
I would love one of those chairs.
Compared to what's sitting right now, I would love to have one of those chairs.
Absolutely. Evolution then comes out. Triple H says he remembers when the Shield signed their contracts, and he knew they would change the game. But now if they sign this contract, they will be done come this Sunday. Contracts are signed. They hit the apron. They attack. They go at it. And this is where things get amazing.
All hell breaks loose.
As you would expect it to be between these two teams. Oh, my God. Rollins with an amazing flip to where he lands on his damn feet.
He almost overshot it and cracked into the barricade.
Yeah, that was right on the edge of disaster.
Yeah, that was so close to him just face planting the barricade.
Yeah.
He's got like Reebok pump boots or something. He's just so amazing. Takes out Triple H and Orton. Batista takes out Ambrose. Reigns takes out Batista. Then Triple H with a sledgehammer on Reigns. RKO on Rollins. Another sledgehammer on Reigns. Then a triple power bomb
through the table.
Yep. Get the table. The announcer's table. And we basically close out Raw with Evolution standing tall.
I mean, it's another pay-per-view where Shield is basically going to be headlining. It's pretty great for them without really having any titles and only being what 2 or 3 years deep into the company.
Not even less than 2, year and a half.
Yeah. Once again, I say though, much like the WLC match, it's going to be really hard to top last one when Rollins jump off the balcony.
They'll try.
I think they'll do it.
They'll do it.
What with what?
They'll figure something out.
Yeah.
And elimination kind of adds some different variations of what you can be doing in that match as well.
Right, it's a no holds barred elimination match.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is definitely different for sure.
Yeah. I think this is where we see the build of whoever's coming out of this with a singles feud. I think this may be that moment where next step.
But if there's no holds barred, what stops the person from that's eliminated from actually coming back in?
Nothing. Kane is definitely going to be in this match.
I don't understand. Like if you get eliminated, there's no rules, so just come back.
That's true. Kane has nothing to do on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So
he'll get involved in the Daniel Bryan thing. He'll be there, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, God, all 3 guys in the Shield are so good. It's like they could. Jesus, I don't know.
One of those guys could step in right now. But you have to break up the Shield.
No, you can't do it. They're too good.
But once the Evolution feud's over, what do you do with the Shield?
There's not many other 3-man groups.
I mean, they've already had their Wyatt feud.
Yeah.
I mean,
3MB isn't really quite there.
It's getting to
That's your opinion.
It's getting to the point where it's gonna have to. The end is in sight. I think this summer, some point, the end's in sight.
I mean, I know nobody wants to see it, but if they do have to put the title on someone temporarily, Batista does have a movie coming out, and it wouldn't hurt him to lose it in a short amount of time.
I mean, he's a top player.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought him in. I feel like he might even have it in his contract. I think
he was supposed to originally get it at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm
before
saying.
The plans went all haywire.
Yeah.
If they really want people to be pissed, man.
Yeah.
You'll hear Punk's head explode wherever he's sitting.
Yeah.
As he bathes himself in money.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sad, but not really.
Your hoodie will start burning out of nowhere.
I know.
It'll spontaneously combust. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we don't think Payback necessarily has the look that the last one did or what Money in the Bank will be, but, I mean, hey.
I think those pay-per-views where we're not as excited for them end up being so much better than we anticipated.
Yeah. I mean, we're watching. Anyone that's watching or listening to this is obviously going to be watching Sunday.
I think the Shield Evolution match will be phenomenal. I just don't see how that group of performers can't.
It's going to be great.
Make a great match.
So we obviously think that would be the match of the night for sure. What else are we looking forward to this Sunday?
I'm excited for Paige Alicia.
Me too.
That's going to be...
I don't know if she'll win it, but she doesn't need to.
She doesn't need to win. I think if she does win it, it's better.
Yeah.
Because it just drives her to a whole another level of crazy.
Paige needs it way worse than Alicia.
I think Sheamus Cesaro could be a great match.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. I mean, Cena Wyatt, Last Man Standing, you know there's going to be some weird stuff that happens, but I'm just interested to see what the aftermath is going to be. Will we finally see the John Cena that everyone wants to see over 8 years old?
What are you saying? That he turned heel?
I don't know.
No, just has the edge to him. He won't turn total heel, but he'll just do something that's a little vicious.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To win the match?
Yeah, to win the match, to go overboard. The stuff they hinted at WrestleMania.
Right.
Does it finally pay off here? Mm-hmm. You would hope that Cena would do that with his character just to add some depth there. You would hope that would happen.
I think they're just so afraid to make big changes with him.
But it needs it so bad.
Yeah.
Especially now with Bryan out, they need someone for people to get excited about.
They have plenty of guys on the roster to step up. The question is, which direction do you take? That's the problem. You don't know which way to go.
Who would replace him as the young person's hero, though?
I think he could still be the young person. You just gotta tweak it a little bit.
I mean, he could do something bad and then repent for it a couple weeks down the line. Be like, I should have never done that. That was a low moment. We all have those in our lives, but you persevere.
At the next pay-per-view, repentance.
Repentance.
Either way, we're all going to be watching. There are some intriguing elements to this pay-per-view, and you know it's a tough situation. They had to put something together with Daniel Bryan being injured, and I guess we'll see what happens.
They need a streak of good luck.
Yes.
Maybe some good stuff can go on.
It's been a rough 6 months.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania 30 was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So they put it all together for, and actually, the last pay-per-view. I can't think of the name of the last pay-per-view.
Payback?
No,
wait, that's
the
the one
last,
we're going
the
into?
last
Extreme
one.
Rules?
Oh,
Extreme Rules was fantastic. Remember, we all went into it, we're like, oh, we don't know what to expect. We all left saying, damn it, that was good.
Yeah.
So, let's see what happens with Payback. Cathy Kelley, put yourself over.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelly, and you can find me here at AfterBuzz doing a million shows.
Dale Rutledge.
I am The Walking Dale on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me and Johnny on Nerdist.com with Wrestling Compadres Slamcast, and I'm on YouTube.com, dishing on movies.
That's right. Eddy Pence.
At Eddy Pence.
Simple as that. Guys, if you want my comedy album, go to shop.rooftopcomedy.com. Also, of course, Dale and I on Nerdist at Wrestling Buds. And if you live in Southern California, mark this date, June 15th, Sunday, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I do play-by-play for them. They have a show, our biggest pay-per-view, not a pay-per-view, our biggest event of the year, I should say.
It is a pay-per-view if you want to see it.
Yes, it is.
Technically,
actually.
it's a pay-per-live view.
Apparently, we're going to have Jake the Snake Roberts, AJ Styles, everyone on the roster. It's a massive event.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, he's going to be there. The Andre the Giant trophy is going to be. I'm just kidding.
Dino Bravo.
But go to HollywoodWrestling.com just to check it out because if you're in California, it's worth going to. Other than that, guys, once again, happy Memorial Day, and you guys have a great week. We'll see you after Sunday's pay-per-view.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.